Hey guys, it's me, Christina, and I have a book review on The Last Time We Say Goodbye by Cynthia Hand. So, this is about a girl named Lex, and her brother committed suicide. So, Lex has to go to this therapist and his name is Dave, and he suggests that she starts to write a journal. So she starts journaling her thoughts. She has this hole in her chest, and she refuses to take drugs to help it. And you see some flashbacks with her and Tyler, and she has these dreams where they're very morbid. It's always her and Ty, and he's always being killed off in this very morbid way, and she never got to say goodbye to him because she was not there. What I really loved about this book is they didn't sugarcoat the loss factor. You see sometimes in these YA books, there's always someone who dies, and they magically feel better at the end of the book, and Lex doesn't she doesn't automatically feel better. She has to go through these motions because she lost a family member. Her mother is drinking all the time, and she's saying her life is over, and Lex is she wants her to snap out of it, and because she's going through this stuff too, she doesn't know. And I think Cynthia Hand, she did an amazing job at describing the whole loss, and it wasn't someone died, he killed himself, and it's she has this hole in her chest and it won't close up, and she broke up with her boyfriend, and who I loved. I thought he was adorable. He's so cute. Her friends are really interesting, and I really like them, even though we don't really get to know them because Lex is keeping herself at a distance from them for some reason, and I don't really know why, but I just love them. And then she starts re-hanging out with her old best friend Sadie, who is the opposite of Lex, and I think that's why I like their friendship, because Sadie's dad, he died of a heart attack, and they kind of have something to talk about. And and Tyler, Ty, he's showing himself to her as a ghost, and so when she finally tells Dave this, he tells her well, sometimes when we lose someone, our subconscious does that. And when her and her mom went to Graceland, he was in the back of the car the entire ride, and it was so creepy, and she keeps smelling his cologne, and it's crazy. And then she finds this letter to his ex-girlfriend, and then when she finally gives it to her, she's I think you need to read this. And the sticky note, this plays a really big role, because before he killed himself, he wrote a note to his mom on it, and she got so mad at Ty. In one point, she was just yelling at nothing, and she was just that he was selfish. And then one of Ty's friends, Patrick, ends up killing himself, and she's worried about his other friend Damien. And I knew Damien liked Lex. I just felt it. He was adorable, also and when he before her and Steven started dating, there was this paper flower that she received, and she thought it was from him, but it was actually from Damien. And I thought when he pulled out the paper flower, I was oh my god. So, and he's I like you, and I was scared to tell you. And then she rejects him, of course, and then he gets mad, and she's worried. He starts writing poems, like, and God. And he writes this like poem, and she thinks he's gonna kill himself, so he gets Sadie's brother to like get to give him a ride, and they like break in his house, and he's like upstairs listening to music, and she's like, I was worried about you, like, I'm sorry, like, and then she goes over to her ex-boyfriend's house and gives him the journal, and she says, I want you to read this. And and her father, like, I didn't like her father. Like, I thought he was just like really I just didn't like him. And she finally like yelled at him, and she kind of lied to him, like, to help him, that because Ty like hated him, like, after like he left his family. Like, I would understand that too, like no. And then there was this, when they were in Graceland, and she was like yelling at her mom to like wake up, and she got into MIT, which is very impressive, and she like, it's crazy. And so, and Steven, he read it and like came back, and they're like, I'm sorry, like, and it was very sweet. And Steven is going to Harvard, so they're gonna be like very short distance away from each other. And and at the end, in her dream, she was with Ty again, and she finally got to say goodbye to him, because before, when she was with Steven, he texted her and he didn't answer. And what she wrote in her journal, like, about Steven, she's like, I wish I did answer the text. And I thought that was like so heartbreaking. I like cried at the end. And she finally got to say goodbye. It was so heartbreaking, but this book was beautiful. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Happy reading. Bye, guys.